So far, despite my best efforts, this is the situation where we are in. There is a crazy, deranged cop or individuals whom I think he's not a cop, but he's interested in how to say this. He's interested of stealing money. He looks a lot like the prosecutors, as if it is her son. And this is the behavior of this country. It's like even when a normal individual go to study in another country, they put obstacles in front of him. I haven't asked them, and I remember clearly the year 2017 and all of the situation. They have raped the acquaintances that they visited, they robbed them, they took them as hostages, as well as a lot more. No, these people are not in jail. They are giving a plane ticket to leave, basically. And the racism, the discrimination, and the Nazism of a lot of these individuals is very, very clear. There is the person at number 8, there's the person at number 6, the person at number 8, the Queen, the British the sovereign of the United Kingdom, called him an international wanted criminal. The number at 6, well, they didn't adhere with basically the plan, not for oil companies, but like the plan. And it has been like an accident like a severe accident. It has, well, they didn't receive the upgrade, and they put hampers, and they look a lot like, they work like in an oil company. There is the person at 5, which are basically completely crazy, and those are basically individuals who are basically happy about their action and happy about their pollutions. And the lady there went there and she said stuff. There's the lady who works at the foreign office of the police station in there, and basically they have my documents, and they need to get some kind of psychopathic crazy feeling of arousal within their heads by committing a crime. Even if you're a cop, you have not respected the Geneva Convention. That's 100% sure. You have been found guilty from the International Criminal Court, and it has been like extremely strange what went on with the European Court of Human Rights. And when I go outside, I meet the individuals and I see the people. Their behavior is crazy. The guys who are like at my age rape people. The females who are at my age commit theft. The elderly in here, or the people who are old, are significantly racist, like you can view it. And I'm not kidding myself. There has been like a neighbor, few neighbors and few individuals, plus there are individuals inside of the police station, and basically those are individuals in that police station who are involved in forced marriage of other individuals, and there are people who help them, and one of them is like the people living in 75B. I recounted all of this to the authorities, and when I go outside, people say that no, your individuals have committed major crimes, and they work free. They don't contribute to the economy, and even in their behavior is completely not normal. I have my Facebook, I have my emails, I have every single entity. I go and I have spoken with my aunt, because this life goes to the European and Canadian authorities and authorities around the world. I've spoken with my aunt, I've shown them pictures, I've shown them this. It's basically, it's a town of criminals, and I have family members who lives in here. I'm not a criminal, and I don't know my family that well, or this family that I'm related to that well. And basically, for the other individuals who are not within this, their faith was much more worse, because I clearly remember like May 2018. May 2018, the mosque was open, and you can view it clearly, like the traces in the mosque in the upper. They put like sign, and they talk that they think that I'm individuals that only talk. In fighting, there is like several departments. One of them, the economical department. The other one is so there is someone from Yemen in here, and Yemen is in civil war, and these individuals are financing that area of the world. Individuals in here. If we go to the uh, intelligence services, well, there is some kind of how to say this extremely clearly. And I go and I work each day to the embassy, and basically the people who are because I remember the tone and the way I receive the conversation, and that dates back to January 2018, and they have individuals inside of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs falsifying passports for other individuals. And when I present myself to them, I'm someone invited in the United States, and I'm not giving a passport from that region. And they are basically North African who are in the United States, and basically they have several strategies against me, and I'm someone who meets the interest of military personnel, of politicians, of the economical class, of people in Forbes magazine, the media. And if you can isolate them like in actual state, they are found in several states. My items have been at the level of the during on May 10th, 2019. There were at the level of the central police station, probably in the office of the police chief, and he refused to give, and they collectively took a decision to not give me my documents. And there has been like a lot of trend, and it came from the females who are influencers and who support this trend. And basically in the year 2018, they were basically tying up women. They put them in their beds. The brother comes and he raped that individual, probably a foreign acquaintance, as well as a lot more. Now I've recounted all of this. I go each day repeatedly there. The police forces under German leadership is completely inefficient. On the other hand, the people at the green uniform are somehow, the workload is extremely high. This is the correct term because I didn't make an analysis of that. Like for the army department, well, I was too busy with my Danish, with my Scandinavian properties, basically. what I have found is that where I was, there was like individuals from North Africa, and there were Europeans who are friends with North Africans, and North Africans are criminals in nature because they violate, they don't respect the core laws of discrimination in the European countries, like in Germany and France. It's much, much, much more intense than in other countries. And I go, let me tell you this, the person that you have in here, because I still have like items in my room, and basically few people have speculated that it, because up until August 16, 2018, things were completely different. And before that, I wrote to a government, like an entire government. And prior to that, my idea was so good that I was delivered passport. But because the people in here were extremely racist, it has led to this situation. Now they are like parents of the victims, parents of the acquaintances. Those are real situations, those are real cases. You can view some remnants that what there is. And the family members, the forces who work for those family members are here basically. And a lot of people drive, and I just ask them one thing, and that is to give me my documents. And I go from this area to the capital city. And when I am in the capital city, I didn't go like to Oran or Tlemcen or other station, because in 2017 they were the problematic causing by 1987. And but when I go to the capital city and I visit each and every embassy, for a few of them, I go there with, as I have written to the court, I literally went there with letters from the Canadian cabinet, from letters from the White House, letters from the ICC, letters from the European Court of Human Rights. I took, in few instances, I took a print out of my contacts in those countries, and I showed them to them. And all of those evidence I have submitted them to the presidency on April 16th, 2019. Well, it is celebration of the Day of Knowledge. I'm not being sarcastic, but just being serious. And it developed, and basically it's like I do not know where to find those individuals. There are like a lot of hypotheses which have like 60% accuracy, but when I go here, remember that the person who is here has sectarian religious belief, has discriminatory thoughts. He is well aware of the Nazi history of Germany, as well as a lot more. Believe me, when I'm shaving this head this way and wearing this on this particular night, 3 days, 4 days from now, in my time setting, 4 days from now is the year 2020. And I remember all my life that I had before leaving to Sweden, because being in a polytechnic school, that was different. And I have, it's like when you see the balance. Yeah, as I said, I can meet basically like the president or the prime minister in the solar system, and when I go to Canvas Arm in here, the judiciary person who is in here, it's normal for these individuals to kidnap, hide from my sight, and force marry, and don't tell me anything about individuals that I know according to my time settings for almost 6.5 years. And if I didn't take the procedures myself, because I clearly remember during the year 2017 the competition, and that students from that university were basically stealing my contracts, my work contracts, stealing my permits, and there have been like an individual. So it has been like it was like a kind of the Ku Klux Klan that they were there. And basically, it's like if you tell me like, can you go there to that station and punch that cop in the face, and I can like do this and this and this and this, and I can move my hands very fast, move my feet kind of fast. However, these individuals have like a psychopathic behavior, deep hatred, and this is what any rational person will know, even if you are Hungarian. I didn't meet these individuals since the year 2003, and when I was in Sweden, I was completely focused on my work, and the authorities, meaning the Swedish Parliament, the Swedish Army, the Swedish Parliament, the Swedish Army, the Swedish police, and all of those individuals, yeah, it's just strangeness. However, I have reported persecution because it appears to me that there were a lot of individuals from East Germany. There were like a lot of individuals who have Soviet Nazi heritage.